Hi, my name is Britt, and this is a gentle, calming, restorative flow. If you could have a strap nearby and a pillow or blocks will do if you don't want to grab a pillow. So begin lying on your back. Have your pillow and strap and blocks nearby. I like the pillow myself. Go ahead and lie down on your back. Place the hands onto the belly, and we're going to start to tune into our breath. Take a couple of deep inhales and exhales just to notice. Notice as you inhale, the belly rises. And as you exhale, the belly falls. And bring your attention to the touch points of your body against the mat. Along your shoulders, your hips, the soles of your feet. Gently shift the soles of your feet and notice the feeling of the mat beneath your skin. So you can lift the toes, lower the toes, lift the arches, lower the arches, and lift the heels and lower the heels. And come back to the breath. No need to make any changes to the rate of your breath at this time. Just notice your pattern. And notice if you're holding on to any tension in the body. If you're holding yourself in a particular way. Check your shoulders, your low back, your belly, your eyebrows, the skin around your temples, your jaw. See if with every exhale you can soften all those places. Allow your body to settle. Allow your mind to settle. And when you're ready, gently lift the right knee and pull it in towards the chest. You can hold behind the knee or behind the thigh. And point and flex your foot. Slowly flexing and pointing. Moving in such a way that you stay slow and calm, as if you were in a little pool of water and you were trying not to disturb the surface. And then make little circles. Take several circles this way. And then switch and go the other way. Again, maintaining a slow, steady pace. And then relax the ankle. And pull the knee gently in towards the chest. Pull the right knee towards the right shoulder. And then towards the left shoulder. And then cycle back and forth, noticing if one direction feels a little more comfortable or a little more appropriate than the other. And go ahead and straighten the left leg if you haven't already. You may notice a little stretch in the front part of the left hip, and that's good. If you don't notice it, that's good too. So grab your pillow, place it next to your right hip, and then let your right knee fall over the pillow. We're looking for a gentle stretch on the inner thigh. You may need to hold the knee in place a little bit so that the leg doesn't trend downward towards the ankles. And give yourself 2 breaths. And now grab your strap, which I hope is close by to you, and you're going to place the strap around your right foot. If you can get it around the balls of the feet, that's ideal. And then start a little bit farther away from you. Get a little calf stretch, pulling the toes towards your face, and then relax a little bit. Take a couple of moments to feel the calf stretch turn on, and then release. On, and release. And one more, release. And now, if it is comfortable, pull the leg just a little bit closer to you. We're looking for a very gentle stretch right on the back of the hamstring. Right on the back of the thigh, on the hamstring. I don't want it to feel too intense. I just want you to notice the sensation. And return to your breath. Take a breath in and let it out. Soften the muscles around your face, your jaw, your shoulders. And then from here, slowly let your right foot drift towards the left. And I want you to keep your left thigh on the ground. And then let the foot go a little bit away from you. So down and to the left. The right hip does not lift off of the ground. You're looking for a gentle stretch on the outer right part of the thigh. Maybe around the hip. Maybe around the IT band. I find if I put a little bend in the knee, I feel it better. Just a small bend. Give yourself 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly bring the foot back in. Unhook your foot from the strap. Place the strap to the side. Bend the other knee so both feet are flat on the floor. And then shift the pillow to the other side. Take 2 breaths here, just feeling the floor, just feeling your body against the floor. And then go ahead and pull the left knee into the chest. And point and flex the ankle. Again, moving slowly and carefully, as if you're trying not to disturb the surface of the water of the little pool that you're in. And then go ahead and make circles with your feet. Really just the left foot. And go the other way. And if you haven't straightened your leg out, the right leg out, go ahead and straighten out the right leg. And then pull the left knee in towards the chest, towards the left shoulder. Gently pulling, not too intense. And then pull the left knee towards the right shoulder. And then cycle through these points. Notice if one angle feels a little more comfortable, feels more appropriate for your body. Come back to the breath, still holding the knee. Give yourself one more breath here. And on an exhale, let the knee drop to the left. Place it onto your pillow. We're looking for a gentle inner thigh stretch. Take 2 more breaths. And on your final or second exhale, place the foot back onto the mat for a moment. Grab your strap. Place the strap onto the ball of the left foot. And then have the foot go a little bit away from you. And flex the foot and release. We're looking for a gentle calf stretch. We'll go through a couple of repetitions. Flex. Release. Keeping it very gentle. If you notice any discomfort in the body, then try easing up. Going 20% intensity, not 100% intensity. And now bring the leg a little bit closer to you. We're looking for a gentle hamstring stretch. So feeling the back of the thigh muscles. Inhaling and exhaling. Soften the muscles of the face, the jaw, of the shoulders. And then let the foot go a little bit away from you. And bring the foot over to the right. So the left foot crosses over towards the right. We're looking for a stretch on the outer left thigh, hip area. I find I feel the stretch a little better if I have a little bend in the knee. Not too big. Take 2 more breaths. And on that final exhale, bring the knee back in, unhook the foot, place the strap to the side, bend both knees, feet flat on the floor, take 2 breaths. Just absorbing this pose. And on that second exhale, take the right ankle, place it onto the left thigh for a figure 4 stretch. You can reach through the triangle you've created with your legs, grab either the back of the left thigh or grab the front of the left shin. Find whichever one gives you a gentle stretch on the right hip and lower buttock and does not cause any discomfort in the left knee. From here, gently rock left to right as if you were lulling a baby to sleep. Slow, gentle movements. Careful not to disturb the surface of the water of our imaginary pool that we're sitting in. Give yourself 2 more breaths. And on that second exhale, lower the left foot down to the mat. Place the right foot onto the mat. And we'll switch to the other side. Left foot onto the right thigh. Reach to the little triangle you've created with your legs and grab the same area that you did before, either the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Whatever you did on the other side, do on this side too. And just like before, gently rock side to side, as if you're carefully lulling a baby to sleep. Come back to your breath. Notice if your breath pattern has changed. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Let it out. Soften the muscles around your face, your jaw, your shoulders. And take another inhale. And on your next exhale, lower the foot down. Place the left foot onto the mat. And we're going to do one more of these figure 4 stretches. So take the right foot back to the left thigh. And then reach through the triangle you've created with your legs. And you can either grab the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. You may notice you're more able to reach the front of the shin. But whichever one you can reach, go with the one that's the most comfortable. And continue rocking side to side. You may notice that the stretch shifts a little bit. If you shift to the right, it's a little bit more in the inner thigh, groin, and to the left, it's a little more towards the buttock, outer hip. Gently explore those 2 end ranges. And settle into your breath. Take one more inhale. And exhale, lower the left foot down to the mat, nice and slow. Place both feet onto the mat. And second side. Place the left ankle onto the right thigh. Reach to the triangle you've created with your legs. And notice if you are able to reach a different spot. Can you reach the back of the thigh more deeply? Can you reach the front of the shin? Wherever you land, make sure it's comfortable. Our priority is not the deepest stretch possible. Our priority is a comfortable stretch. And that will differ from person to person and day to day. So let the knees drop back and forth, shifting the location of the stretch. Take one more inhale and exhale. And then place both feet onto the mat. We're going to activate the muscles a little bit here on this next one. Just move the pillow to the side a little bit. What we're going to do here is some abdominal work. So what we're going to do is have your hands reaching up towards the ceiling, finding a comfortable position for your hips. Inhaling, let the hands drop back just a little bit, turning on your abdominal muscles to balance. And exhale, reach and grab the right knee. Hold here, exhaling. Inhaling, knee drops, hands come back. Exhaling, left knee comes in, reach for the left knee. And keep your head on the floor the whole time. Inhaling, as if you're making yourself bigger, spreading out. Exhaling, making yourself a little smaller. Inhaling, reaching back. Exhaling, coming in. Inhaling, arms reach back. Exhaling, right knee comes in. Inhale, arms back. Exhaling, left knee comes in. Continue on at your own breath pace. Inhaling as you reach back and exhaling as you come in. We're just looking to gently warm and gently strengthen the abdominal area. So much of yoga is about linking up your breath with your movement. And finding your own comfortable breath pace. So give yourself one, maybe two more breaths. In, out. And go ahead and place both feet onto the mat. Let the hands come out to the side, falling to the floor. You can bring the knees and feet together, and then let the knees drop to the side for a spinal twist. Gently, and then bringing it back to center, and gently drop to the other side. Now bring the breath into this movement. Inhale as the knees cross center, cross the midline. Exhaling as they fall to the side. Inhaling towards the center. Exhaling as we reach out. Inhaling towards the center. Exhaling as we reach out. And if this is too intense on your spine, come back to center and then step your feet a little bit wider and the knees apart. And then same thing, inhaling to center, exhaling to reach. Between the two, choose the one that feels the most comfortable, either knees and feet together or knees and feet apart. Inhaling to center, exhaling to reach. Give yourself one more back and forth, inhaling to center, exhaling to reach. And come back to center. And if you haven't already, step your feet to hips width distance, knees about hips width distance. And we're going to do a few bridges. So typically, I'll demonstrate, don't start just yet. Typically a bridge, you come all the way up, but we want to do 20% intensity. So just gently turn on the muscles of the butt, glute muscles, lifting them up 20% intensity, so not too far off the floor, and then turn the muscles off to lower down. So we're going to inhale, on the ground. And then exhale, turn the muscles on, lift the glutes a little, and then lower the glutes down. Exhaling. Inhaling at the bottom, exhaling to lift the hips. Inhaling, lower down. If you notice that your low back is feeling stiff or achy, don't even lift as high. You may not even lift off the ground at all. What we want to do is inhaling with the weight heavy on the ground, exhaling to turn the hip muscles on just a little bit, as if someone was squeezing your hips in from the sides. Inhaling, rest the weight down. Exhaling, lifting. Inhaling, rest the weight down. Exhaling to lift. You may find that you really need to exhale and I want to lift all the way up. If that feels good, follow that intuition. Just like when you need to scratch an itch, sometimes there's something your body is asking for, is needing. So if there's something that your body is asking for, follow that. Take one more lift. Inhaling down here. Exhaling to lift or engage. And then inhale, bring it back. Exhale, let it out and rest. Take your right ankle, place it onto your left thigh. Another figure 4 stretch. Reaching through the triangle you have created with your legs. Gently hug the knee in, looking for a stretch on the right glute, the right butt muscle. Give yourself 2 breaths. And on that second exhale, we will switch sides. Left ankle onto the right thigh. Bring the right thigh in and reach the triangle you've created with your legs. And give yourself 2 breaths. On your exhale, place the foot down, both feet flat onto the mat, and then turn your body to face to the side, grabbing your pillow and placing your pillow under your head. Holding it through here. What we're going to do is a little bit of a hip strengthener on the outer side of the hip. So look down at your hips, make sure you're not rolling back, but that your hips are neatly stacked on top of each other. And what we're going to do is inhale, gently lift the knee, feeling the muscle here, not up front, and exhale, lift the ankle. Inhaling, lift the knee as if water were flowing through. Exhaling, lift the foot, water flowing back. Inhale, lift the knee. And exhale, lift the ankle. Cycle through with your own breath pace. Exhaling as the ankle lifts. One more inhale. And one more exhale. And then let the leg rest. Bring the hands together in front of you. We're going to inhale. We're going to reach the elbows straight back. We're looking for a stretch right around your torso, maybe a little bit in the pec. And exhaling to come back. Inhaling to reach the elbow back. Exhaling to bring it forward. And as you come forward, kind of slide your hand along the other hand. just to feel the palms of the hands together, noticing those sensations. Inhaling, reach the elbow back. Exhaling, palms forward. And now this time I want you to try with a straight arm. Inhaling, reaching back. Looking for a stretch a little more in the chest, in the pec. Exhaling, bringing it forward. Inhaling, reaching back. And exhaling forward. Cycle through a few more times on your own, noticing your breath, finding your comfortable breath rate. Inhaling to come back. Exhaling to reach. Oh, I think I got it mixed up. Exhaling as you come back. Inhaling to reach, spreading the chest. Exhale, coming together. And take one final inhale on this side. And exhale to come together. And now you're going to flip the other way. And we'll start with our clams again. Inhaling to lift the knee. Exhaling to lift the ankle. And looking down at your hips, just to make sure they're neatly stacked. You're not rotating back too much. We want the work to stay on that side butt area. Inhaling, the knee lifts, not too high. Exhaling, the ankle lifts. Again, not too high, just to feel the muscle around the back side hip turn on. Inhaling, knee lifts. Exhaling, ankle. Inhale, knee lifts. Exhaling, ankle lifts. Keeping it pretty low, just a couple of inches of lifting. And keeping your movement pattern slow and careful, as if you're trying not to disturb the surface of the water in the imaginary pool. One final inhale. And one final exhale. And then go ahead and bring your hands together in front of you. Inhaling, reaching the elbow back. Looking for that twist along the torso. Exhale, bring the hands together. Palms sliding together. Inhale, elbow reaches back. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, elbow reaches back. And exhale together. Inhale, one more, elbow reaching back. Exhale, hands together. And now we're going to try the straight arm. If it feels good on the chest, inhaling, hand comes back, arm is straight. We're looking for a stretch in the chest, the right pec. Exhaling, bringing the hands back together. Slide the palms on each other. Just notice the sensation there. Inhaling, arm reaches back. Exhaling, palms together. Inhale, palms apart, reach back. Exhaling, bring the palms together. And one more, inhaling, reaching back. And exhaling, coming together. And next up, we're going to come to hands and knees. So place your pillow to the side. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. And you might try If your wrists are a little sore, you could try raising the hands up to shift some of the weight a little bit further back into the hips and the knees. But what we're going to have you do is either hands on the blocks or on the ground, whichever's more comfortable. Inhaling and letting the belly drop and the chest reach forward, shoulders back. Exhaling, back rounds, and look for rounding in the upper back and spread the shoulders apart. Inhale, belly drops, chest reaches forward. Exhale, back rounds, shoulders spread. Inhale, belly drops, chest reaches forward. Exhale, back rounds, shoulders spread apart. Take 2 more breaths on your own. And then when you're ready, sit your hips back into a child's pose. Reach the hands forward. You can place your forehead onto the mat. If I place my forehead onto the mat, my mic gets really loud, so I will not do that to you. So hold here in your child's pose. Letting every inhale fill the back body, filling around the backs of your ribs. And every exhale, sinking just a little deeper, letting the hips droop over the ankles. Give yourself 1 more breath. And on your next exhale, come back up to hands and knees. And just 2 more cat-cows. Exhaling to round the back, spread the shoulders, and inhaling, chest reaches forward. And on your next exhale, sit the hips back again into child's pose. And reaching the palms forward. Place your forehead onto the mat. Every inhale, filling up that back body, filling up those ribs, or spreading the ribs of your filled lungs. On your next exhale, bring yourself back up to hands and knees, or we'll do a variation on the thread the needle. What you're going to do is inhale, top, and then exhale. Place 1 elbow onto the ground, looking for a twist, a stretch along the midsection, and then press yourself back up. Inhaling, exhaling, placing the elbow onto the mat. You want to keep your hips level. Don't let them shift too far. Inhaling to come back, and then exhaling, placing the elbow down. If you're finding it's a lot of work to lift yourself back up, sit the hips back, and then place the hand on the mat. Come back up, and then place the elbow down. Sit the hips back, place both hands, come back up, and drop the elbow down. Sit the hips back, both hands down, and drop the left elbow. Exhaling here. Inhale, hips back, hands down. Exhale, elbow to the ground. Sit the hips back, inhale, and exhale, place the elbow to the ground. 1 more cycle. Exhaling, elbow to ground, twist. Sit the hips back, hands together, last one. Exhaling, elbow to the ground. And sit the hips back into child's pose and hold in child's pose. If it is comfortable, you're also welcome to place your forehead onto a block in child's pose. Sometimes that can be relieving on the neck if your forehead can't reach the ground. Give yourself 2 more breaths. And then when you are ready, sit yourself up, come into hands and knees, and then sit your butt down and step your feet forward. We're going to come to lying on our backs. For one final figure 4, place the right ankle on the left knee, pull the left leg in closer. Hold in through here, gently rock side to side. Attention back to your breath, softening around the shoulders, softening around the face, the jaw. Give yourself one more inhale and exhale. And then lower the foot to the ground. Switch feet. Place the left ankle onto the right thigh. Pull the right thigh in, grabbing either the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Finding a nice deep inhale and exhale. That same kind of inhale and exhale you have at the end of a long day when you finally get to sit down. And go ahead and place both feet onto the mat. From here, scoot your hips to the left. Let the knees fall to the right. Have the hands out in a little T formation. Hold here for a spinal twist. Noticing the weight of your body against the ground. If this is too intense of a stretch, take your pillow or a block. You place it between the knees. Make it a little less intense. And one more final inhale and exhale on this side. And slowly bring the knees back to center. And then scoot the hips to the left, let the knees fall to the right. And again, if it's too intense, put a block between the knees to decrease the intensity. Block or your pillow. And then hold here. Following your breath in and out. Letting each exhale allow you to sink a little more deeply. Feel a little heavier against the mat. And give yourself one more inhale and exhale. And on that final exhale, bring the knees back to center. Pull the knees in close to the chest, one final hug. Rocking side to side. And then if it is comfortable, straighten both legs out. Let the feet go as wide as the edge of your mat. Let the feet fall open to the side. We are in Shavasana, our final resting pose. Allow the face to soften, the jaw to soften, the shoulders to ease. If you feel any discomfort in the low back at all, try bending your knees to relieve that. If you do not have any discomfort in the low back, you're welcome to keep the legs straight. We'll be here for a few breaths, and then we will close. If you're ready to rise, go ahead and bring some movement into your hands and feet. Open and close the palms. Point, flex the feet. You're welcome to stay here after the video concludes. Or if you're ready to get your day started, bend the knees, roll to the side, hold in this side resting position. Press into your palm and rise up. For those of us staying in Shavasana, enjoy. For those of us concluding the session, thank you for joining.